Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have been tasked with taking this pistol from its stock configuration and quality and turning it into something a little bit nicer, right? A little smoother. So it is unloaded and cleared. This is a Springfield 9mm loaded, okay? There's a little bit of front end play, not a big deal. The barrel fit seems to be pretty good. There's a little bit of rocking, but it's almost not able to be felt unless you know what you're looking for. The distance in the upper lug comes back before it drops out. So it's not, you know, I guess what I would say is that the barrel fit is typical for a quality barrel. That's not what we're concerned with. That's not what we are concerned with at this point. I have been requested to do a trigger job and a reliability job on the pistol, and then lap the rails to smooth out the overall action of the firearm. So the trigger pull, I haven't measured yet. I really just took it out of the box. Seems relatively clean. It's a little heavy, probably somewhere around 5 pounds, but it seems pretty clean. Okay. Now the problem is that Springfield torques them up a bit in weight. So traditionally, even when I find a clean one out of the box from Springfield, once I bring that weight down, we uncover some junk. So we're gonna make sure that that does or doesn't happen, and we'll address it as we need to. Right, we'll take care of that accordingly. The one thing with their 9mm, the front end spring is generally a little too weak. There's almost no forward authority on the rebound of the slide. Okay, it hangs up on the disconnector, as you can see, right? I mean, I'm barely touching that slide and it wants to hang up there. I'm barely touching the slide. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that. The thing's gonna run over the disconnector like glass, and if you can hear, it's a little bit gritty, that slide. Okay, typical Springfield stuff here. Quality components though, right? They got quality components as far as the frame material and the slide material. So it should be a hell of a lot smoother. It should feed very, very smooth. The trigger is going to be really clean, and we're going to do everything that reliability and job entails, like tuning the extractor and addressing extractor tension, as well as radiusing, polishing the bottom edge of it and the raceway. There are a couple of scratches in this steel. I just took this thing out of the box. I don't know if you can get a look at that or not in this light, but there's 2 linear scratches here. I don't know if that was something the owner did or what. I do not know the answer to that, but anyway, it's there, and that is what it is, and I'm not worried about it because that's not something I'm being requested to address. All right, so I'll do an after video, so this will be a before and an after, and then when I'm done with the gun, I'm going to shoot it, and I'm going to run my proof testing, if you will, and I'll explain that at that time. It incorporates about 90 rounds fired, so we can test the gun in just about any scenario: strong hand, weak hand, limp wristed, rapid fire, etc. So stay tuned for that, and we'll roll right into that video next. Okay, I want to demonstrate something for you. I'm not going to actuate the slide stop. I am simply going to pull back and try to get the slide to hang up on the disconnector. Oop, sorry, it did. Slide stop has not been activated. It's all disconnector hang up. Just pointing that out. Okay, we're working on this Springfield. I've been at it for a few hours now. Pretty much have all the rough work done, but I lap the frame and slide rails. I want you guys to hear this, okay? Nice and smooth. That thing's butter smooth, okay? So, we did a lot of work to a lot of parts, right? We recontoured the extractor, polish the bottom edge of that. You probably get a good look at that. Hopefully you can. We recontoured the disconnector head and polished it highly. We polished the disconnector channel in the frame. We lapped the frame and slide, 800 then, or excuse me, 600 then 800, and then finished out with a stone, so it's super smooth. We took the machine marks off of the slide rails as well as the raceways, took the machine marks off of the spring guide rod, so it's smooth now. You don't hear that going across it, which is all going to add in the overall efficiency in the firearm. We went ahead and beveled and polished the middle leaf of the leaf spring. We put the easy out notch or easy in notch in the slide stop. Polished out the hood of the barrel as well as got the machining marks out of the front lug and the hood, as well as the stirrup on the trigger, okay, front and rear. Drop the polish. Then we polished out the backside, the radius of the firing pin stop, where the hammer connects that. Okay, we still have to do the trigger job. We have to measure hammer hooks, square them up if need be, and then we got to recut the sear, set the spring, and pretty much good to go. We stoned out the raceway here, and then we beveled in so that it runs over the disconnector much more smoothly. We also adjusted extractor tension, so pretty much done with the heavy lifting. We just have the trigger job to finalize, put everything back together, make sure it runs smooth as snot. If for some reason it's hanging up anywhere, we identify where it's hanging up, get back to work, take it apart, work on that part or those parts, put it back together. Y'all have a good one. One more thing that I forgot to mention, polished the feed ramp. Hopefully you can get a good look at that. That thing is just slick as snot now. Okay, polished the feed ramp out, as well as the chamber. So anyway, when I'm done, I get it all put back together, I'll post another video, and you'll be able to see it in action as well. I'm gonna video the test shoot. Okay, so we're pretty much wrapped up here on this pistol. We don't have it 100% assembled. We got the safeties out of the gun, but I wanted to show you, and I will be utilizing a live round. There is a designated safe direction, and that is that way. Okay, so we got rid of all the hang up with the disconnector. We lapped the frame and slide rails and did a reliability job. So the gun feeds very smooth now. Brought the trigger weight down a full pound. It breaks right at 4 pounds now. So no more grit, no more that you were hearing earlier. Nice and smooth. It also doesn't hang up over the disconnector coming back. Okay, it's almost like it's not even there. Okay, remember earlier we could get it to actually hang up completely. Doesn't, you can't even feel it now. So it's nice and smooth. Listen to it. We'll run it slow. Okay, now listen to how smooth it feeds. Okay, no more in the magazine. Do it one more time. Okay, dialed. Okay, we're not going to do this a lot, but the gun is unloaded and clear. I don't have everything, grip screws or anything put back together. We have an empty brass. Okay. No more. Empty brass. Empty brass is on the deck. Empty brass back in the gun. Empty brass on the deck. That means that this pistol will feed even the most shoveled out hollow point without issue under cyclic speed. That's how it should be done.